Hello, fellows. Welcome back to Rod Hours, where we wallow in the glorious muck of office drama, petty revenge, and the sweet schadenfreude that keeps the corporate grind from driving its all to the loony bin. Buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into a tale that'll have you chuckling at your desk while side-eyeing that one coworker who thinks teamwork means you do the work. Picture this, a hardworking soul pushed to the brink by a slacker extraordinaire, leading to a deliciously devious plot that proves karma doesn't always need a nudge, it sometimes just needs a sneaky Excel formula. Oh, the humanity. But wait, there's more twists than Pretzel Factory ahead, so don't touch that dial. In the fluorescent-lit purgatory of a mid-sized marketing firm, let's call it Widget Wizards, to spare the innocent and the litigious. A diligent employee named Alex toiled away like a hamster on a wheel that never stopped spinning. Alex was the type who showed up early, coffee in hand, ready to conquer spreadsheets and client calls with the enthusiasm of someone who actually believed in the company mission statement. But every office has a black hole, sucking in productivity and spitting out excuses, and at Widget Wizards, that black hole went by the name of Seth. Seth, oh Seth, what a piece of work. This guy floated through the workday like a ghost in a fog, invisible when deadlines loomed, but mysteriously materializing for free donuts in the break room. He'd saunter in late blaming traffic as if the roads were conspiring against him personally, then vanish for bathroom breaks that lasted longer than a bad rom-com. As they say, Seth was busier than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest, except he wasn't busy at all, just kicking his responsibilities onto others. For 6 agonizing months, Seth had zeroed in on Alex like a heat-seeking missile of laziness. Emails would ping in, "Hey buddy, mind helping with this project?" Translation, do it all, I'll slap my name on it and bask in the glory. Alex grumbled to the boss a few times, but Seth slithered out of trouble smoother than a greased weasel, always with some sob story or deflection. "Oh, I was swamped with that other thing," he'd say, as if that other thing wasn't scrolling memes on his phone. The boss, bless his overworked heart, bought it every time, leaving Alex to stew in resentment. But hooks don't just snag at the beginning, folks. Sometimes they yank you right in the middle when you least expect it. Just when Alex thought the status quo was unbreakable, the universe handed over the final straw on a silver platter. It was a major client report due in 2 days, packed with data that could make or break a big account. Seth, true to form, dumped the whole mess on Alex's desk with a casual email, "You're the Excel whiz, right? Handle this for me." Alex stared at the screen, veins popping like fireworks on the 4th of July. Enough was enough. As the old sarcastic idiom goes, Seth was about to learn that when you play with fire, you might just end up roasting your own marshmallows over a bonfire of your career. Alex hatched the plan over a lukewarm vending machine coffee, replaying a casual chat from weeks prior. "You good with Excel?" Alex asked innocently. "Nah, man, I barely know the basics." Seth admitted with a shrug, as if admitting incompetence was a badge of honor. Bingo. The next time Seth tried his dump and run routine, this time a pile of disorganized spreadsheets for yet another report, Alex smiled inwardly and replied, "Sure, I'll sort it out." But oh dear listeners, this wasn't charity, this was chess, and Alex was about to checkmate the king of Slack. Diving into the files that night, Alex embedded a web of hidden formulas. Nothing too flashy, just enough to turn the data into a house of cards. These sneaky bits lurked in concealed cells, ready to scramble sums and totals if anyone copied and pasted without a clue. It was like planting landmines in a field of laziness. Step wrong, and boom, nonsense numbers everywhere. Alex tested it meticulously, ensuring it wasn't obvious to a novice, but catastrophic to a slacker in a hurry. Time invested? A couple of hours. Potential payoff? Priceless. As they sarcastically quip, revenge is a dish best served cold, but this one was going to be served with a side of digital chaos, extra spicy. The due date dawned like any other, with Seth lounging at his desk, feet up, phone in hand, assuming Alex had played the dutiful sidekick once more. He hit send on the report without a second glance, off to his extended lunch odyssey. Meanwhile, the client, a no-nonsense exec from a big account, opened the file and stared in horror at charts that looked like they'd been designed by a drunken algorithm. Numbers jumped erratically, totals defied logic, the phone rang in the office like an alarm bell from hell. Seth bolted back from lunch, which suspiciously smelled like fast food, face pale as a ghost. "What the..." he muttered, scrambling to his computer. The client was on the line, a voice booming through the speaker. "This is garbage. Fix it now or we're walking." Seth dove in, copying, pasting, tweaking, but every fix birthed new horrors. A sum here exploded into infinity, a graph there flipped upside down. He was sweating bullets, fingers flying like a pianist on steroids, but the document fought back like a living entity. In desperation, Seth cornered Alex in the break room. "Dude, help, the file's possessed or something." Alex feigned confusion, peering over his shoulder with wide eyes. "Weird, man. Maybe a glitch? Try checking the hidden cells." "Oh, wait, you know about those, right?" Seth blinked, clueless as a deer in headlights. Alex tossed out vague tips. "Recalculate formulas? Nah, that probably won't help." Watching Seth flail was like witnessing a comedy of errors scripted by the gods of irony. As the idiom snarks, Seth was up the creek without a paddle, and the creek was full of alligators he invited himself. The boss stormed in mid-afternoon, summoned by the client's follow-up rage email. "What in the world happened here?" he thundered. Seth stammered excuses. It was the file. But Alex, cool as a cucumber, pulled up the original spreadsheets. "Looks fine on my end, boss. Seth, did you verify before sending?" The room went silent. For once, Seth's silver tongue turned to lead. No weaseling this time. The evidence was digital and damning. The boss laid into him like a drill sergeant on a raw recruit. Incompetence, negligence, the works. Seth slunk out, tail between his legs, handed a temporary leave without pay. "Shape up or ship out," the boss barked. But hold your horses, Rod Hours enthusiasts, we're not done yet. In the aftermath, the office buzzed like a hive of caffeinated bees. Whispers flew. Finally, Seth gets his comeuppance. Alex, playing the innocent, shrugged it off with a modest, "Just glad it's sorted." Deep down, though, satisfaction bloomed like a forbidden flower. Seth returned weeks later, a changed man, or at least a more cautious one. No more dumping, he handled his own mess, eyeing spreadsheets like they might bite. Alex, promoted subtly, with a nod from the boss for reliability. Moral of the story, in the jungle of cubicles, sometimes you gotta booby-trap the watering hole to teach the lazy lions a lesson. And just when you thought it was over, here's the hook that'll reel you back from more Rod Hours. What if Seth plots his own revenge? Tune in next time to find out if the slacker strikes back or if Alex's cleverness keeps the crown. Until then, remember, laziness might be contagious, but so is a well-placed prank.